Welcome back, babes, to another episode. It's your host that do the most, Sunshine, and we're here on the Ripdamic show. Today, our special guest is none other Red Fidel. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. I gotta have the hottest of the hottest, and you're very talented.
Man, I appreciate it.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are asleep on you, but when I say you are very talented, just the way that you carry your words, the conversations, conversing with you is just, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I appreciate that.
Because, I mean, it's just the truth. A lot of artists, they may be bubbly, they may be great, but I like having intellectual conversations with people. And I feel like with you, that's where it resonates.
So it'd be safe to say that you're sapiosexual.
I mean, yeah, sure, if we wanted to think about that, but yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I am myself.
Okay.
Intellectualism kind of is one of those things that really stimulates me. And I like to convey it too in my music to some degree. Like I like the music. A lot of people listen to it first from a beat perspective. But I need to hear what they're saying before I even let the beat absorb me.
That's how I operate when it comes to people. I like to hear what they're saying, and if it's like moronic, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna indulge in the conversation.
For
I'm
sure.
be quiet.
Same here. I'm with you.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty. You ready?
Talk to me.
So where are you originally from? Tell the audience and your fan base.
I'm originally from Miami, Florida, by way of, I would say Opelika, but it's a small pocket in Opelika that's called unincorporated Dade. That's where I really played in the mud at. That's why I really groomed who I am. But other than that, the bottom is where I'm from, the Gunshine State, where the sun shines great.
Okay. I like to see already. That's what I'm talking about. Intellectual. Okay. So what was the life like in that area for you?
Hot. It was definitely hot, but Miami at that time growing up, definitely in the 70s and 80s, was a time when we were free kids, you know, from that Generation X. So we were the latchkey kids. We were the kids that really stayed outside. Punishment was being in the house.
Yeah, no facts.
Versus
I agree.
now, you know, it's totally been inverted. But it was a wonderful time. Of course, there also was a time when we had Say No to Drugs campaigning going on with the crack era and all that.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, even in that era, what we would deem the crack era, it was so much creativity being born and being birthed out of that suppression, oppression, and everything else that came with that. So, hence my whole, wanting to be an MC was kind of brought into fruition.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what motivated the music for you?
I come from a musical family.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandpops, all of them, they was in the band, and my pops, he listened to a lot of music. We was one of them houses that had albums everywhere. You know, my pops had a lot of albums. And
like the tape cassette ones, or like the big?
No, the big albums that you actually look and see the picture, you read. And also, I can even remember like 8-tracks. 8-tracks was being phased out at the time, but we had an 8-track machine and stuff like that. So music always was around me, and I was always one of them youth that can memorize songs real easy. I always knew the dances and all that. My mom would be like, show me that dance, stuff like that. But I was in the sports heavy at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the sports heavy at the time, not knowing that, there was another divine purpose for me to do what I'm doing.
So when did you realize that your divine purpose was the music?
It was actually, it was kind of vicariously brought to me through a friend of mine in my neighborhood. He wanted to be a producer.
Okay.
At that time, Luke Skywalker, who you all know as Uncle Luke.
Okay.
We knew him as Luke Skywalker. He was out then, and he was the biggest thing in Miami. And my friend of mine, his name is Greg. Shout out to Greg Grill.
Shout out to you, Greg.
And he wanted to be a producer. He wanted to compare himself to Luke. And me and my partner, he knew we used to be in the neighborhood just rapping songs, but not really taking it serious. And he was like, yo, I want to put y'all in the studio and make a song. I was like, man, I'm going to be in no studio.
Yeah.
And I was still not thinking of it in that perspective. But I wrote the rap for me and my friend, and we went in the studio and did it. And the first rap I ever wrote got me a record deal.
Oh, wow.
And not many people could say that. The first thing I ever did actually got me an independent deal with a label in Miami, and that song went on to be playing all on the radio. So I was in high school already with a record that was on the radio, the whole nine. Yeah. Something that was totally like new for me in itself. But at the same time, if there's to paraphrase that bit by the bug was serious. So sports went out the door. I was like, I saw I had another gift for that music thing,
And you just started pushing
and
it
I
heavy.
ran it. I ran with it. I ran with it. And the zeal is still there. Years later, and I still had the same tenacity, same desire to do it. Of course, there are some bruises, some calluses from all the journeys,
right?
All the doors closing and all the fuckery that goes on with it. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you maneuver with the fuckery that was going on? Because it's still there. And it's bigger.
The only way that you really can maneuver through it is you have to be grounded spiritually. If you don't find no spiritual grounders in the whole thing, then it'll destroy your nervous system.
Okay.
You know, it's all about it'll destroy you like that.
Yeah. So what brings you peace currently? Peace
is my detachment. I'm not attached to it. I do it, but I'm not attached to it. I think you go crazy when you become attached to it.
Why you say that?
Mine. It ain't no mine. That you just doing it and go. You put it back in the universe and you give it back as a gift. I don't be attached to that. It ain't all about that with me music. I don't get emotional about that. I'm emotional when I convey it and I create it. But after that, my emotion is now for you to do what you want with it. I'm not holding on to it. I'm not trying to govern it. You know, I'm not sitting in this driver's seat of that.
So have you always had that mentality?
No.
So what took you to that place to have that mentality?
Growth, age, wisdom, understanding, understanding, overstanding,
right?
All those things.
Yeah, that's really deep. I love it. Deeper than rap, for real.
Yeah.
So what brought you from Florida to Georgia and when?
I originally came in 95.
Okay, damn, okay.
I came in 95. Yes, I've been here for a minute. I went back home to Miami twice, but I came in 95 originally. And I wanted to get out of Miami in the scene because I've always been considered like a rapper. And then growing up in Miami, the bass music was overshadowing. So it was hard for somebody that really rhymes to be taken seriously without actually being derided or ridiculed as wanting to be New York or sound New York because you rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a friend of mine was like, she hadn't came up to ATL. She was like, yo, you'll do good in ATL. I mean, you know, what you do, such and such. So I found a way to get here. I used to work for the phone company.
Okay.
And the 96 Olympics was taking place in Atlanta at the time. So I asked for a transfer to come up here to assist with, you know, the telecommunications aspect of hooking up for the Olympics.
Okay.
They granted me that. So I came up here. I liked it. And they honored me by allowing me to stay. So I ended up staying here. And that's how I originally came. And I got to see how the whole music scene was taking place. I was just mentioning to a young brother downstairs that I remember when all this was different. You know, this whole Mitchell Street we had now is totally was different. You know, it was open mic spots everywhere. It was
really?
What? It was crazy.
I'm not from here, so you're telling me something new.
This whole thing was different. I mean, people was up and down here like crazy. It was a whole nother thing. So I came in that era, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience, and I really enjoyed it. It was cool.
I just love hearing your story of you telling the different evolves, you know, the different levels of the music for you.
Yeah.
And I do want to ask, with you having to see the different transitions with music, do you feel like music is dying off? Or it'll always still be there?
I don't feel music is dying off because I don't know if there's such a thing. I think how we present the music has changed a lot. I don't even want to say it's dying off, but it's changed because everything is always evolving. Where it's going to go, I don't know. I don't have a fortune cookie to tell me that. But I just want to speak altruistically and say that all things are for the greater good. And so, you know, even when it seems like it's not, everything is working how it's supposed to. So I think the way music is doing and how it's turning and churning, it's going to be what it is. It's on us to adapt as creators and creatives of it, you know, and keep doing what we're doing.
Do you feel like for an artist to not only just be creative, but have that creative aspect, do you feel like being spiritually in tune is a very important thing?
I feel it's the utmost important. I feel it's very important.
Why do you say that? So they can understand.
Because like I mentioned, aforementioned, it keeps you grounded. But at the same time, and see, I'm trying to be careful because a lot of people do music without the cognizance of being spiritual, even though what they're doing is always spiritual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a person who's conscious about the spiritual nature in which they actually craft they music, then you're gonna write it differently. But those who are not as conscious about it, they're doing music based off, it could be trend, based off, could be anything, but even that has a spirit about it, because there's wars taking place spiritually. There's different contrasts and different dimensions, you know what I'm saying? So it's always spiritual. It's just a matter of which spiritual frequency that you're actually attuning your music to when you're actually creating it. So I think it's always spiritual, and the importance of being spiritual is to versus the importance of being spiritual. I would say the cognizance of understanding the spirituality that goes into what you're creating is most important, because I think you will write it with a different approach.
Intention.
Intention is a better word. Because if you're spiritual about it, you can't help but be more attentive and intentional about how you're writing it.
You're dropping gems. I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
So what would be in the piece of advice that you would give to a child of yours, or if you have one?
To advice regarding what?
Music in general. If they wanted to do music.
I would say be your authentic self. The hardest thing with music sometimes is being your authentic self.
That's the fact.
And a lot of artists who are truly authentic, I think they get branded with being peculiar or weird.
Yeah.
Such and such, but they're their authentic self.
Yeah.
And the authenticness eventually wins.
Right.
Every authentic. Tupac was peculiar in his own way. He won. XXXTentacion was peculiar, but
he was really
Juice WRLD
talented.
was authentic. He was
very smart.
Very smart.
Very intelligent.
Very tapped in spiritually.
Yes.
Very tapped in spiritually. It took me a minute to actually tune into that young man, and unfortunately I had to actually tune into him posthumously after he passed. And I was like, yo, I missed one with this little dude. He really was doing his thing.
Yeah. I tapped into him when he was living, and then obviously more when he passed. But he was very intelligent.
He really was.
Yeah.
You could, some people, you could see it in him. You could see it in the eyes. You could see the aura around him. You could see he definitely was that. And I'm becoming a firm believer of, if we see it, higher powers that be see it too. Yeah. That don't want to see
it ruffles feathers.
Right. Yeah.
It does.
They looking for that next Messiah. The Messiah is coming through it. You know, if you want to say it, there's plenty of Messiahs, but it always be that one that has a voice that actually, how Paul say, sparks the mind. It's not really being the most vociferous and the loud one. It's the one who can actually spark the minds of many. Yeah. That's the problem, child. Right.
That's the problem.
You know.
Oh, you're dropping so much gems.
Yeah, for real.
So let's really back into your music, because we don't want to take it into a perspective which it's going to ruffle a lot of feathers.
For sure.
So what are some things that you're currently working on within your music, and who are you working with?
I'm doing a lot of singles right now. I've been really pumping singles out and doing that. I got a single that's about to drop now. I actually performed it here at my Ripdamic performance. That song, Get Yours.
Oh, okay. I love that one.
Yeah, Get Yours. We're finally about to release that next Monday. What's Monday? The 2nd? March 2nd. March 2nd is dropping. So if you listening, if you are attuned to this and you paying attention, March 2nd, Get Yours is dropping on all major streaming sites. You don't want to do your ears a disservice. Yeah. Don't do your ears a disservice by not hearing and listening and downstreaming the song. It's a crazy joint.
Pay attention to the lyrics. The lyrics says so much. I loved it.
I'm almost believing that she really likes my music.
I do. I really no, because when you and Doe, Big Homie Doe sat here, you guys went back and forth with your music. Yeah. Come on now.
That was dope too.
Yeah.
That was dope.
We got to do a cypher. I think that'll be so amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I think it'll be really amazing.
Real dope.
No, it would. That's what I'm saying.
That's dope. Yeah, for real.
So what are some things that you're tapping into 2026 with your music? Are you going to do a tour?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, we talking about that now. We're talking about trying to set up a tour, but first we're trying to really galvanize the market here. Make sure we solidify.
Because that's important.
Yeah, we got to lay the concrete, got to lay the slab before we start building the walls and putting all the studs and the roofing on. We got to make sure the foundation right. So we're doing that. We're being diligent about that. That's looking good, going well. And then just going to go for it. And for me, I do what is called adult contemporary hip hop. You'll see I say it in my tag a lot.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that's actually giving me the impetus to continue even rhyming, because I'm not a jitterbug. You know what I'm saying?
For those that don't know, what is a jitterbug?
I would say somewhere in between 18 to 32. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not that. I know they got new terms for them and all that other stuff, but I'm not young like that. So I look at it from this perspective. For me to continue doing this with the desire, I have to actually do it for my age demographic and those who actually are where I'm at, you know, from that perspective. So I do what I call adult contemporary hip hop. And we've really been pushing and marketing that to the point where we've also had that presented to the Grammys and different award organizations to trying to actually create and solidify a particular genre now for an award dedicated to adult contemporary hip hop that's going to juxtapose with all the rest of the different categories that are already there. So yeah, we're really moving to get that push
really,
because
I like that.
Yeah, definitely that.
Because, let me know about that.
Yeah, we're doing that heavy and along with Head Crack is actually on my team.
Who?
Head Crack.
Head
You know
Crack?
Head Crack? Head Crack was on the Dish Network with what's her name? The Brad and all them. He was one of the VJs on there, and it's real popular. Look at my Head Crack. And he's one of the ones pushing for that as well. And it's another group out of Washington. I'm cool with them brothers. The guy used to be an A&R with Loud Records. Okay. And he and I had a talk, and they're trying to get that. They're really working on that. But we're all at that space and place where we're a bit older, we're a bit more wiser. So, you know, and we want to continue doing music because somehow it seems like rap is like sports. You got 3-5 years max before you blow your knee out, and then it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how they treat you. That's how they treat you, you know. And first thing, even back when I was trying to get signed with labels, first thing they would ask before they even hear the music is, "How old are you?" They want to know how old are you, such and such. But hey, you haven't even heard the music.
I feel like the reason behind that is because they can see how aware you are.
They can do that, and also I think also they want to see how
they can manipulate
the ability to be manipulated.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. Yeah,
so
for sure.
You know, and whatever the case is, I understand it too from that standpoint because I have to think business wise to understand it. But if you really look at charting right now, there's a lot of the OGs coming out really making tangible and quality music from T.I. dropping joints.
Yeah, because it's like, not to cut you off, because in my opinion, music doesn't get old.
It doesn't.
So why should there be an age to it?
It doesn't. Especially if you're staying current and you're evolving with the sound. Now, I think you would date yourself if you're not actually growing and evolving. Because I've heard artists who, from back in the day, they might do it now, but they're still actually trapped in that sound. And that's one of the things that I think is a crutch and a handcuff for a lot of artists in my age demographic. They still nostalgic for that old golden age of hip hop. The boom bap or the 90s sound, that's cool, but we not in that.
We're not, but it's still. I still love it though.
I love it too. I love it for what it was then. Oh, I don't want to see it created. I wouldn't want to hear the same sound, the same thing created now. I would want the feel. I would want the love in it. But even that love transmutes and transforms. Where is it now? And I want to hear it more evolved. Okay. You know, that's all. The love is. I mean, even the love of it has transformed. Yeah. But where is that sound now? I wouldn't want to hear the same exact frequency of that. You know, so I want to hear what you sound like now. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
That's where it's at. So I don't want to try to recreate that because, you got to keep evolving. That's how you stay germane or relevant in the people in the masses' ears. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's here. That's what it is.
So you gonna tap into our music award too that we're having?
This is my first time hearing about it, but I would love to.
Okay, we're doing a music award for artists, all ages and all race. So we had picked a month, but we're gonna wait on actually sharing when we're gonna do it. Okay. But it's gonna be definitely this year. We would love to have you.
Man, I would love to be.
You're when I say you are talented, bruh.
Man,
she's about to make me blush over here. Because it's just the truth. Because even though you come from a different, you started music earlier than most of us.
For sure.
You are steady, in my opinion. It's evolving because you, like I said, you sat here and you went back and forth with your music. Your music, it changes, but it's still consistent, which I really, really love. And excuse my language as a lady, I really fuck with the lyricist, and you are lyrically in tune, and I'm connected to it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so With that being said, I would really love for you to be a part of it for sure.
I would love to be a part of it. And,
okay.
and I'm glad you see, without taking any gloat in or anything like that, I appreciate when you say that, because that is the thing that keeps me even doing it. Because I'll be remiss if I tell you some days.
You better not let that go.
No,
I'm be so mad.
I want to go somewhere and just chill and smoke a cigar.
No.
Drink me some brandy and let the youth have it. But when I hear that, I might hear a beat, and that beat just calling me. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
We was on our way over here listening to some beats, because I get all kind of cats sending me beats all the time. So I was listening to a new beat pack by a young brother, sent me some, and on the way over here, and I was like, man, he banging. So,
you see?
And I must became a 3-4 hooks just off of different beats, and it's ridiculous.
You gotta continue, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Sometimes it's a love-hate relationship at times, but it's more love.
And then maybe, have you ever thought of being like a mentor with music too?
I have.
Man, I'm telling you, you gotta do it, bro.
I'm gonna tell you real talk.
I think this is confirmation.
Yeah, for real. I really feel like I could take a artist, preferably a younger artist who I see has a good foundation, and they definitely have the skill set, even if it's like in its latent stages. And I bet, and I promise you, from a skill perspective, I can really make them, because I know I know it. I know the trick. I know the old school trick, the new school trick. I know all that, the discipline that go into it, the whole nine.
I really feel like, in all honesty, because Doe talks about it, I really feel like you and Doe should just be a mentor for like college students. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down for that.
Okay, then, because that's really what I'm working on right now. Don't get mad at me, Doe.
I'm seriously, that's a conversation that I would like to.
Okay,
really
good.
I want to sit at the table with that, because
okay, perfect.
It's crazy, because it's confirmation, because I've had close people around me say that to me. They like, man, you should really like help groom. And I never thought of it.
And then I'm not even from here. I'm from Micronesia, and my name's Sunshine, and I'm solidifying it. I think Micronesia.
What is that?
Micronesia is it's a South Pacific island near Japan.
I've never heard of that.
Everybody says that every time I say that. Micronesia.
Both of your parents are from Micronesia?
My mother is. My father is Caucasian.
Micronesia. So Micronesia, if your father is Caucasian, and I know we off the subject right now.
He's from Oregon.
I'm always trying to learn. So if your father is Caucasian and your mother's Micronesian, I would assume that the Micronesian people are melanated people.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, she's like you. Your mom's darker than you, though? No,
she's lighter than me. Just really? Just a tad bit lighter than me.
And your father's Caucasian, but you got a little tint to you, though. Wow, because we almost about the same.
The chromosome, look. Her genes, so like her brothers, they're darker than her.
Okay.
So maybe it skipped her and came to me. I don't know.
You know your lineage?
Some of it, yeah.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to come. It's a place that.
Well, I mean, I ain't trying to say it so much, but I guess since I've been saying it a little bit, that's where I plan on taking the tour.
Micronesia, like Indonesia, but Micronesia. Dope. I never heard.
A lot of my friends growing up would say, I had I had interviewed 2 Feet Bino, and he was like, "You a micro nigga Asian." And I was like, man, that was funny because I believe we have black in us for sure. Because
without a doubt.
Because when I see my uncles, their pictures back in like the 70s, 60s, they had like afro hair, but when you touch it, it's really soft, really soft. And they get dark. They get like reddish brown, like a Native American.
Dope. See, I'm gonna research that. I like that. I'm a history buff.
Don't read everything. And look, be careful on everything you read, because not everything Google has is right.
What's the
native language?
The native language.
Chukis.
You speak it?
Ifausumatake.
Wow. You're unique. Damn, that's dope. Very unique.
Well, y'all heard it here first on the.
I need to interview her. That's dope. Okay, all right. Back to our regular schedule program.
So your song you said is dropping March 2nd, and are you doing an EP? Are you doing a single rollout? What are you doing?
Single rollout. We're doing a single rollout.
Where at?
I'm actually.
Have you picked a place?
I got to give a Carisha on, to be honest with you. I think she does have a place, but yeah, single rollout, and like I say, I'm also performing this Thursday. Okay. This Thursday.
Where at?
That's going to be at. See, you got all kind of you hit
she hit me with it.
I'm
in the host seat. I'm the host seat.
I should know this, but I'll get back to you. Because sometimes I just get.
It's okay.
I get the itinerary and say, be here, be there.
Like today, be here. You texted me yesterday,
because it was just like such and such at 3:30. I'm like, where am I gonna be? And when I text you and you hit back and said Mitchell Street, I was like, I know.
I was there not too long ago. So were you performing it? Don't lose sight of that.
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you. It's on IG. I'll let you know. Okay, Sounds on Stage Festival.
Okay.
Music by DJ Moss, 8 p.m. is actually going to be at 4025 Pleasantdale Road.
Okay.
And it's going to be in Suite 545 in Doraville, Georgia. It's going to be a plethora of artists. Doraville. I've already seen like 4 or 5 artists that are on the same bill, so it's probably going to be real crunk.
Okay. No, it is. It's going to be packed.
Yeah, it's going to be real crunk.
And then tell the audience and your fan base where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on IG at Red Fidel. That's Red with 2 D's, REDD. Fidel like Fidel Castro. And also you can follow me on YouTube at the same thing. But I think on YouTube I'm at The Real Red Fidel. And likewise on Facebook I'm at Red Fidel. And Twitter as well, Red Fidel. Everything is Red Fidel.
All right. And then before we end...
Already?
Well, before we end, before we end, what is one piece of advice that you would have loved to give your younger version?
I just seen somebody do this, and I was like, what if somebody asked me that? You asked me that. Due to the fact that I used to be a hothead for a long time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. This phlegmatic, calm nature wasn't always like that. I would say that don't take everything to heart so much. Because when you take everything to heart, you put a strain on the heart. You know what I'm saying? So,
stress does kill.
Yeah. So don't take everything to heart and ride the current, ride the wave.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. It's for sure. Just ride it.
It'll be fruitful in the end.
Indeed. Just ride it.
Well, y'all heard it here first on the Ripdamic Show with your girl Sunshine and our special guest, Red Fidel. We out. That was a really good one. And it was almost 30